I can describe a time where I was in a group for a college project and it didn't really go too well because it was a group of four, and one of our members was a student who really didn't come to class too often. So when we assigned him his part in the project and presentation, he kind of held it off to last minute. And but the rest of us were very good with communicating with one another the entire time we were working on the project throughout the semester. And unfortunately, we had one student in our group that just wasn't carrying his weight, so we had to come together collectively as a group and figure out who was going to cover his slack. But we ultimately just all divvied up his work, and we ended up making it work because we decided to do it the day off. Like, we had about a 4 or 5 hour window to finish his work, which was more than enough time for it. But everybody else in the group, besides him, was doing very well. And I can describe another time that was very good because it was a group of six this time. And first day we each assigned each other our roles, and we set deadlines so that we set deadlines for tiny tasks within our project so that we wouldn't all just be finishing up everything last minute, because we wanted to make sure we got a good grade on it. But I would say the key thing is the key thing is for group projects or presentations is constant communication and checking up on each other. It's very easy to just put things aside and forget about them until last minute. So constantly keeping up with each other, communicating, and sending reminders that we needed to have this done by this day is key and very important to finishing a group presentation and getting a good grade on it. Carrying over to question number 3. Why might someone be opposed to engaging with groups that are different from them? Well, just for the simple fact that there's a lot of stereotypes, racism, and just fear that's out there, just because a person might be different than you. And that's, like, unfortunately a big problem that seems to be going on here in the United States. We talk specifically in terms of race, with whites and non-whites. Me as a non-white, I've never really had a problem with that because most of my friends I grew up with are white. However, I have seen a lot of instances where just because someone's white, a person of color thinks they're racist, or they think they're superior than them, or are scared of what they could possibly do to them. I've also seen it on the other side where I've seen a white person be scared of a person of color because they fear that they're a bad person, that they're gonna rob them, they're gonna jump them, or they're gonna hurt them in some way. And that's just having those stigmas and stereotypes and fears about a group of people is what keeps us separated. We need to figure out a way to remove those stigmas about each one of us so that we could collectively come together as a people and just sit down with each other and get to know each other, because that's the only way we could ever get peace. It's very possible. It can happen. However, because of the racial tensions that are arising here in the country, it seems that it's not something that's going to happen completely anytime soon. However, people of color or people that are not of color, what they can do, their role that they could take is go to someone of color and show them that they're a good person, talk to them, get to know them, and then hope that that chain slowly starts to follow and sort of build a domino effect in that case.